Tia, the mother of Rick Ross's son. Here I am, here's my story. If you listen to his raps, you would definitely believe him, but I mean, it was surprising that he would sit there and say he spends $200 a month on food, $300 a month on clothes. His jewelry is rented.
Rapper turned film mogul 50 Cent isn't someone you want to fall out with. And now Big Meech might be learning that the hard way, all thanks to his involvement with Rick Ross, who happens to have a very dramatic baby mama. And now ugly secrets are coming out. The Queens rapper has blasted Black Mafia family co-founder Demetrius Big Meech Flannery, calling him a snitch after he was seen with 50's longtime rival Rick Ross, and Ross's baby mama thinks Fif is right.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will.
50, who helped bring Meech's life story to TV through the Stars series BMF, made his feelings known by posting a picture of a rat on Instagram with, "I think I'm Big Meech," a direct nod to Ross's 2010 hit BMF written on the bottom. Ross and his baby mama haven't been seeing eye to eye for some time now. In July last year, the Maybach music boss dissed his baby mama, Tia Kemp, after Drake called her his GOAT on Instagram. Ross hopped on Instagram to return fire at Drake and his baby mother, who had engaged in a flirty exchange on Drizzy's Instagram post. Drake called Tia Kemp his GOAT, along with a Cupid arrow emoji and star eyes emoji. After academics reshared the post on his Instagram, Rick Ross commented, "Pedo versus Granny." The entire exchange came after Rick Ross and his team were attacked at the Ignite Music Festival in Vancouver, Canada, around the same time. Ross and crew were making their way through a crowd of people while Kendrick Lamar's Drake diss song, Not Like Us, played in the background. Drake reacted to a video of the altercation on Instagram, liking a post shared on Keep Six Ick Solid's Instagram page. This petty exchange on social media came after Rose and Tia Kemp exchanged some jabs on social media back in June last year over child support payments. Rose celebrated no longer having to pay child support, which caused Tia Kemp to blast the Miami rapper. "I heard you were over there talking about the best Father's Day gift you could have got was sending your last child support payment," she responded in a video. "You stupid, silly MF. I don't give a F about your child support payments, B. And if I want some more, I'll take my A over to family court and get some while he's going to college." In a separate video shared on her Instagram page, she burned a Rick Ross photo in a metal container in her living room. And that's not the only baby mama Rick Ross has had to deal with. The veteran rapper has been entangled in a legal battle against the mother of his children, Brianna Camille, for the last several years now. The ongoing legal drama between Ross and the mother of his 3 children has unfolded for the world to see. Brianna gave birth to their 3rd child in 2021 amid litigation over child support for their other kids. Accusations have been flying as the pair's estranged relationship makes headlines, with Brianna promising to share her side of the story on a TV series. A trailer for Getting Back to Bri was shared back in October 2022, and in it, Brianna doesn't hold back in sharing her journey. "I can't believe the fat girl took the blood test and I'm the daddy," Ross is seen saying in the video before it moves on to Brianna's reaction. "The video that Rick put out of me was very immature. It was more so hurtful that I self-consciously dealt with it," she said. "I just went through so much with my pregnancy," she added while crying before revealing that she may have been dealing with postpartum depression. "I didn't want to be bothered with my kids right now, like, I don't know, I should be wanting to bond with the baby, but it's like, I just really can't." According to Brianna, she's been fighting with Rick Ross about having the kids covered under his insurance, but she's been faced with denial letters. She added, "Rick and I are in a really complicated situation. We're going through this legal battle. It's so public and it's getting messy." Just recently, following Big Meech's release from prison, Rick Ross responded to longtime rival 50 Cent complaining about Meech linking up with him on Instagram by trolling him in a new video. Recording himself in what appears to be a driveway, Ross imitated his longtime rival. "He took a picture with Rick Ross," Ross mimicked while pretending to cry. "You like a hoe and put your back against the wall and just slide down." Rick Ross is laughing off 50 Cent's comments. Rick Ross responded to 50 Cent complaining about Demetrius Big Meech Flannery linking up with him on Instagram by trolling him in a new video. Recording himself in what appears to be a driveway, Ross imitated his longtime rival. "He took a picture with Rick Ross," Ross mimicked while pretending to cry. "You like a hoe and *****A. Put your back against the wall and just slide down." The drama stemmed from Big Meech teaming up with Ross for a Welcome Home concert in Florida. 50 had shared a picture of a rat on Instagram with the sentence, "I think I'm Big Meech," below it while writing in the caption, "The biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with her tell-all docu reveals the truth." 50 famously executive produces the hit Starz series BMF. He had teased a documentary with Tammy Cowan, the alleged whistleblower, in another post on Instagram earlier that week as well. Cowan, who has been accused of being a police informant in the past, serves as a producer on BMF. While 50 has been at odds with Ross for many years, his relationship with Meech only soured recently. When the Black Mafia family founder got out of prison back in October this past year, he posed for a photo with 50. In the caption, 50 wrote, "Green Light Gang, Ultimate Hustler Edition, camera speed, rolling and action." But Meech linking up with Rick Ross later on ruined everything. If any of you can recall, 50 Cent released a S-tape between Lastonia Leviston, who was Rick Ross's girlfriend at the time, and her ex. The fallout from this scandal had serious repercussions on Leviston's psyche. She recounted her harrowing ordeal during an episode of the Netflix series WAGs to Riches. Leviston claims that her ex's bitterness was what enabled the tape to see the light of day. "Long story short, my ex, the guy that was in the S-tape, he's bitter," she recounted. "So he actually goes and sells the tape to 50 Cent, and then 50 Cent released it. It's petty, and it still haunts me to this day." The reality star was devastated to become collateral damage in Rick Ross's rap feud. "In that second, my whole life changed," Leviston claimed. "I became suicidal, didn't want to live anymore. I felt like I was damaged goods, like no man would ever love me again. I felt like I had let my kids down tremendously." Lastonia Leviston decided to leave Rick Ross shortly after the S-tape was released. She recounted this during her WAGs to Riches introduction. "My baby daddy is the one and only Rick Ross. Our daughter is 22 years old, but I left Ross when she was 2 years old," she explained. Leviston proceeded to file a lawsuit against 50 Cent for releasing the S-tape online. A jury ruled in her favor, and 50 was forced to pay her $5 million. Leviston has been able to make peace with the Rick Ross fiasco in the decades since. She does, however, feel that people continue to judge her based on her past. "I know people in the group could be looking at me differently," she said regarding her Netflix co-stars, "all because I was trying to show a man how much I loved him. This friend group could be extremely judgy." Rick Ross has not publicly addressed the fallout of the Leviston sex tape. The rapper has just forged ahead with his career and boss persona, but what came as a shock to many is that the rapper actually sold the tape to his sworn enemy just to make some dime out of it. That same way, Fifth believes that Ross played a role in the snitching allegations now tied to Big Meech, and that the rapper's baby mama can attest to this as well. In case you forgot, this won't be the first time Ross has been accused of being a snitch. Back in 2014, the original Freeway Rick Ross gave a statement in which he addressed claims made by MMG rapper William Rick Ross Roberts. "Do your research," Freeway Rick Ross said in the statement that was published in December of that year. "You can look up my public record. As I said in the prior video, I hope we can come together to make a change for the better for Black America." Freeway Rick Ross is currently a public speaker combating drug abuse after serving several stints in prison on drug charges in the 1980s and 1990s. He was speaking on the claims made by the MMG rapper during a radio interview with The Breakfast Club. "We talk about a lot of books and there's a lot of this going on, but they don't mention the 40 people he testified on and sent to prison for life," William Rick Ross Roberts said in the interview with The Breakfast Club. "That's the information I seen because of lawsuits. We don't do that where I'm from. Then you blame it on who used you. Nah, you told. It's called you testified. You told. You sent people to prison." The rapper alleged that Freeway snitched on people in order to protect himself, but Freeway insists these claims are unfounded. "My family got out of jail because of Freeway," an anonymous source said. "They had drugs planted. Freeway didn't testify on 40 people. He made the hard choice to go up on 6 officers, so 85 or so of his guys, black men that had drugs planted on them, got out. That isn't snitching. Meanwhile, William Roberts, the rapper, won a court case preserving his right to use his stage name, Rick Ross. The reformed drug kingpin believed that Roberts appropriated his likeness and image to sell music. Ross brought the case to the Supreme Court in early 2014. In late November of that same year, Freeway Rick Ross invited the MMG rapper to join forces to make a difference in the community. To William Roberts, aka Rick Ross, who's using my name, "I'm inviting you in to come with me," he said. "Let's fight this culture. Let's fight this penitentiary culture that hip-hop's been spreading. Let's make a difference. Me and you need to come together, and you need to tell them that you didn't make your money selling drugs and making music is how you became famous." Ross holds many titles: rapper, author, record executive, entrepreneur, car connoisseur, and the boss, to name a few. But he may be proudest of all to be called Dad. The Grammy-nominated rapper, born William Leonard Roberts II, is father to 5 children, daughters Toy and Berkeley and sons William, Billion, and Bliss. Born in 2002, Toy is his first child and only daughter with WAGs to Rich's star Lastonia Leviston. Toy is the CEO of Ashanti Beauty, has 1 son, and is close to her famous father. Ross's only child with ex-Tia Kemp, son William, was born in 2005 and has followed in his dad's footsteps as a collegiate football player. The rapper shares his 3 youngest children: Berkeley, born in 2017, Billion, born in 2018, and Bliss, born in 2020, with his ex-girlfriend Brianna Camille. He takes pride in watching his children grow into who they are going to be, telling Miami Living magazine in 2020 that he doesn't put a lot of pressure on my kids because they are respectful to others and good students. I'm allowing them to become young adults and to decide what college they want to go to, what they want to be, what they want to do, how they want to do it, and where they want to do it, the hustlin' rapper told the outlet. "I'm pretty free about that. This is my favorite gift I got." Ross captioned an Instagram video montage of himself and his daughter in 2017. "Toy, I love you." As a teenager, Toy's parents threw her huge birthday bashes. Her 13th was a Chanel Paris-themed party in Miami with performances by rappers K. Camp, Ace Hood, and the late Rich Homie Quan. Toy's Sweet 16 took place at the Versace Mansion in Miami's South Beach. It was hosted by DJ Khaled and included performances by Cash Doll, City Girls, a Boogie Wit Da Hoodie, and Lil Baby, according to the Jasmine brand, and Ross gifted Toy with a Bentley for the occasion. On her 22nd birthday in 2024, the rapper paid tribute to his daughter on Instagram, calling Toy an inspiration even to myself and the most loving person I know. "You deserve the world, and with us being a team, it's nothing we can't accomplish and won't achieve," the proud father wrote. "Our bond is unbreakable. Loyalty comes naturally. Happiness is long-term. Toy Daddy loves you with all my love." Toy responded to her dad's tribute, writing, "Hey, you made me cry. I love you, Daddy. Thank you for life, plus more, it's us forever." As mentioned earlier, Toy is now the CEO of Ashanti Beauty. Like all of Ross's kids, she was taught about entrepreneurship and financial responsibility from a young age. He told Miami Living magazine that his daughter could run a Wingstop by age 14. Ross owns more than 25 of the franchises after opening his first in Memphis in 2011 and was allowed to be on conference calls for his hair care line, Rich, by Rick Ross. "I don't speak to my daughter about coming up from the mud to the marble and starting with nothing because that's not her life. She's not in the position me and my sisters were in. Instead, I talk to her about the importance of maintaining our brands," he told the outlet, adding, "At the same time, she gets to live and enjoy life much more than I did at her age. You have to take the good with the bad, but I most definitely let them see firsthand what hard work is." Toy welcomed her first child, a son she shares with rapper Lil Papa, in 2022. Ross welcomed his second child and first son, William, with Tia Kemp on September 14, 2005. Like his dad, William was raised in Miami. "I love and am so proud of this young king. His dreams are clear and his focus is sharp," Ross wrote on Instagram in honor of his son's 18th birthday in 2023. William played high school varsity football at St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, winning 4 consecutive state titles. Ross proudly supported his son and the team, even giving the whole program a social media shout-out in 2023, calling them all born winners. William followed in his father's footsteps and now plays collegiate football, his father having played at Albany State University. He signed with Bethune-Cookman University, a historically black university in Daytona Beach, in January 2024, after also receiving offers from the University of Miami, Syracuse University, Florida International University, Texas AANDM, the University of Colorado, and Albany State. The young Williams is an offensive lineman. The father-son duo have been spotted over the years at sporting events. In 2015, they participated in the Court of Dreams celebrity basketball game in Miami, and along with Ross's nephew, they attended a 2020 Miami Dolphins game. The perfect day to boss up author aims to teach his children about financial responsibility, and he's done so early. Ross owns many Wingstop franchises. In 2023, he told Rolling Stone he stopped counting when he hit 25, and gifted one to William for his 16th birthday. I think us as fathers and men, we gotta teach our youngsters how to come into manhood and be responsible and take care of yourself, and not only yourself, but your family that you gon' create, Ross shared on a 2021 episode of Revolt's Assets Over Liabilities. So you're not just thinking for yourself, you gotta be in the position and on the level to think and take care of others. For Ross, the financial move aligned with his goal of building generational wealth. The Grammy nominee shared on Assets Over Liabilities that William, whom he said was very mature, as well as a great student and son, grew up watching his dad run in and out of Wingstops. I most definitely wanted to let him know that this is an empire that we're building together, the father of 5 told the Grammys in 2021. Even though he has a small role in it because his focus is being a student and an athlete, I want to make sure it's always in the back of his mind that he's a businessman too. The thick-bearded trendsetter welcomed his first child with then-girlfriend Brianna Camille, daughter Berkeley Hermes, on September 5, 2017. In 2021, Camille and her daughter participated in their first Autism Speaks walk together. This had to be one of the most liberating things I've ever done in my life, the mom wrote on Instagram of the event. I look forward to using my platform in any way that I can to bring more awareness to our growing need of understanding autism and the importance of having the conversation to acknowledge important topics pertaining to the autism community. In 2020, Ross released a memoir, Hurricanes. During an appearance on Steve on Watch that year, the rapper addressed how he felt about his kids, eventually reading about very intimate moments in his life. I have those conversations and we've been having those. They've always been under my wing. Like I say, I always find a way to find some positive regardless of the darkness of my situations, Ross said. I'm always honest with them. Ross and Camille welcomed their son, Billion Leonard, on November 6, 2018. Bruiser in the building, it's a boy, Ross wrote on X to announce his birth. Before welcoming Billion, during an interview with 99 Jams in July 2018, Ross revealed that he and Camille were expecting their second child together and described the news as such a blessing. The only thing I wanted more than $1 billion was another son, so God is great, the richer than I have ever been, rapper said. In 2019, the rapper shared cute Instagram photos of himself and Billion hanging out with matching full-sized and mini teal cars. The proud dad captioned the slideshow, "Life is God's greatest gift." Billion started kindergarten in 2024. Alongside an Instagram photo from his preschool graduation, Camille wrote that her son was super smart, maneuverable, inquisitive, and handsome. He's definitely on his way to making a huge mark in this world. I'm raising real kings over here, she added. Billion celebrated his 6th birthday in 2024 at an Atlanta Hawks game, and his parents captioned a series of Instagram photos from the night, "Happiest birthday, kiddo." The ex-couple's youngest child and second son, Bliss, was born on August 14, 2020. The rapper's youngest 2 sons, Billion and Bliss, share an Instagram account, ebillion.air. Their nicknames are Poppy and Papa, and both have a signature lip bite pose, just like their dad. Well, he may be everything bad, but let's give it to him. When it comes to fatherhood, Ross seems to be the best. And that's it from us today. Until next time, thank you for watching.